I'm Ray.
I'm Candace.
Welcome to Unpacking Coffee. This week, Heart Coffee Roasters of Portland, Oregon.
Wille and Rebekah sat down with us and talked about, so many things.
My name is Rebekah and Wille Yli-Luoma. I don't really know what my job title is. I guess CEO maybe? I don't really know.
My name is Wille Yli-Luoma. I am the founder, and I guess I wear a lot of different hats.
It's so exciting to talk about Heart because they're here in Portland and we love their coffee.
I feel like what Wille brings to what he does is a certain rigor and scientific method.
Like 7 years ago, we were probably the only ones in Northwest that was even using refractor meters and just measuring our coffees and just really putting energy into it. We couple quality and just try to find the best coffees. That's all we're going to be tasting for several months in a row when we release a new coffee. We're roasting the coffee, kind of figure out the roast profile. So if something we don't like, it's just kind of, it gets old tasting it over and over. We look for sweet and clean coffees. Cleaning meaning like we try to stay away from all the natural processed coffees that people are supposedly like really into, but natural processing coffee isn't really the same as natural processing wine or other areas. It's just they let the coffee ferment, the skin and the cherry ferment on the bean, and it doesn't produce nice flavors 99% of the time. So we just buy washed coffees, and we want to be able to roast the coffee so you can taste where the coffee's from without knowing. We have enough data and things we gather over the years. It's starting to make more and more sense to me. And I think this is the time it's the most interesting right now. And also having like a good communication with farms, like we can start like with confidence telling them advice on how we want coffees to be processed or dried without being scared that we're gonna mess up their crop.
When you think about what it takes to be a professional athlete, which is hours and hours and hours of practice and putting yourself out there and honing your craft, it looks like he turned all of that into learning to roast, right? Self-teaching.
I was still snowboarding when I started.
Yes, okay.
So coffee was always kind of like just a hobby or a passion, and kind of actually went a little bit too far, I would say, like became an obsession. It was hard though because, you know, most professional athletes are used to a different lifestyle.
Yeah.
And then going from that to coffee, just no money in coffee. Like if you really want to like make money, don't get into coffee. And then at one point I was like, well, maybe I should, you know, open my own cafe, and I was really into biking. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll open a cafe where I like work on bikes and sell coffee. And then the more I started thinking about it, I was like, oh, I'm getting kind of like old for snowboarding. Just my body was kind of started to hurt, and I was like, I kind of just want to move on from it. And like one day I was like, no, it's time to do this. And I ended up buying a roaster because I just didn't really like the coffees that I was getting here from the Northwest, and I thought that there could be something else introduced to the market, like a little bit lighter roast than what was happening here. So the whole bike thing I scrapped, and I just decided to focus on roasting.
They have two cafes presently. They have two cafes. They're opening a third. They're a company, Wille founded it. He brought Rebekah in about 8 months in, and they've been running the business together ever since. We know a little bit about that.
I don't know, how did I start? He just
I needed someone else
to like help. And I was like, oh, well, I'll come in for a couple weeks and clean some stuff up. And then I came in and I was like, I guess
Still
I'm gonna
here?
be here for a while. My God. I like coffee a lot, and I like business. I like people. It's constant. Well, as we grow, it's just the jobs change, and my attention is shifting over here, and then it's back over here, and now I'm really committed. In the beginning, what made me decide to stay? Probably just the fact that I was needed, and it was a challenge for me.
You know what's happening today?
What?
They're having their first day at the La Marzocco Cafe in Seattle,
Oh, nice.
and tomorrow's the opening party.
We're gonna pretty much take the same model from our cafes to there,
Yep.
and
Hopefully people like it.
Yeah, we're gonna do a couple of classes up there too,
Yeah.
of brewing and cupping. Oh, no, home espresso machine.
Yeah. Home espresso classes.
Yeah.
Simplicity. This is the essence of the Heart brand. Just pure white bag. Flat bottom stands up. Color representing the coffee, and just that little black logo. Basically their brand typography is all Futura. All just black and white, and then every time they use the photography or anything, the colors just pop. Heart Coffee Roasters of Portland, Oregon.
I don't know what you're talking about.